Good morning, YouTube. It is the next day. We left Ted's yesterday. We were going to try and make it all the way home, but it ended up not happening because we got caught up in Cleveland and I got tired last night. So instead of going to a campground in the middle of the night, we just decided to park here in the rest area. We're going to get back in the truck. We're going to head back to the house, and then when we get home, I'm going to go ahead and finish out this series and give you the final total on the amount of miles that we've driven and what we're going to be donating to Reeds Across America. So stay with us.
JJB Drones is hitting the road, raising money for Reeds Across America, and to finally meet Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors.
Okay guys, if you can see that, that's 1,598.7 miles. So that would be $159.87. So that's going to be $160 donated to Reeds Across America from our trip out to see Ted and then back home. The donation drive is finished, but we're not finished camping yet. So stay with me. Good morning, YouTube. We are here at Rivers Bend. Well, I am here. Haley's actually at home right now. I wanted to do a little bit more camping. I've got 2 more days, and then I'm going to be taking the trailer back to the house, and we're going to empty it. But when we were out with Ted, I really didn't have much time to actually sit and enjoy this beautiful rig. So I just wanted to have a couple days to do that. And I'm going to go out there and do some fishing. I actually did some fishing yesterday. And here's the fish that I caught. And Haley also caught a nice small bass. But it's kind of chilly in here this morning, so I decided to turn on the heat. And let's just say this trailer hasn't been absolutely perfect since we got it. And I'm going to kind of... I show you guys the good with the bad, right? So this is a beautiful trailer, but it's not perfect. Now, the last people that had it must have gone somewhere with a lot of pine needles, because I've found pine needles kind of everywhere. And when I actually turned on the heat this morning, this is what happened. I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to try and show it to you. There are pine needles just blown out of the vent everywhere in the living room. And then I think some of that is hair from Lore mixed in with that. So I'm going to set up the camera, and we're going to open up this vent, and we're going to get all this stuff out because I don't want this to catch fire. So the first thing that I did was I turned off the heater. Now that is going to take a few minutes, but we're going to sit down here. I've got a screwdriver here that should fit these screws. And looky there, it does. So I'm just going to pop these out. Now this should be regular maintenance if you have an RV, to open up these vents every once in a while and clean these out, because all of this stuff just gets built up in there, and you don't know when the day comes that you fire up that furnace and all this is just going to go up into flames, and it could just be while you're sleeping. So definitely make sure. See, look at that. It's all dog hair. In fact, no, I can't pull that out. So there's like dust and everything in here. I should, when I'm home, I should get the vacuum and run it in here. But we're going to clean this out best we can with our hands. Okay? But that is definitely a very dangerous situation when you have dog hair and dry pine needles. It'd just be like if you went outside and threw a lit match on a bunch of dry pine needles or dry dog hair or anything. It'll just go up. And then you're sitting in your bedroom or sleeping in your bedroom, all of a sudden smoke alarm goes off. And you're like, what in the world is going on? Well, you had all that junk in your vents. And that is a very easily fixed problem. Like I just did it. So, okay, so now all we have to do is put the vent back into the floor. Oh, there we go. But I'll get the broom and I'll sweep that out, and then that'll be a thing that is fixed. And I did myself within a matter of minutes. But I mean, this is the view from the living room. You've got all these windows, so you can see all sides of wherever you're parked. It's a great trailer, and I want to keep it. So let's sweep this stuff up and let's go do some fishing, huh? Okay, before we go out, I'm just going to go over some of the things that I don't like about the trailer. This dinette area is a great place for me to set up my laptop, do video editing. I did a whole bunch of photo editing yesterday for Ted and his family, and sent those out. And for the campground we stayed out in Pennsylvania, I did some photo editing. So I sat there last night till about midnight doing photo editing. I wanted to be in bed a lot sooner, but great place to do that. This theater seating in the front of the rig is fantastic, and obviously you got to have the JJ Drones coffee mug. You can actually purchase that for $15 at jjdrones360.com, and all proceeds will go to Reefs Across America. But it has massage, it's got heat, it has reclining, just very comfortable. Another thing that I don't like is when this slides in, this part of the island actually bumps into this part of the fridge, and I didn't know that when I picked it up. Nobody had mentioned that. I don't know if they knew it or not. Regardless, this does happen. So if you get a unit like this where the island will butt up to the refrigerator, you're going to have to put something in between the island and the refrigerator. And I have been using this rag here, but I think I need something a little bit better because it does seem to fall off in transit. Now, I'm going to show you one other thing that was a major problem. When we got this rig, the underbelly was a problem. And they did a lot of repairs to it, from what they've told us. And when we brought this rig home, all of this underbelly from here to here was hanging down. So I had to go and get some screws and some washers to go along with the screws and washers that they had in there, and actually go ahead and put it back up. And it was a really dirty process. In fact, I'll put a picture up how I looked after I was done doing it right here. Yeah, it wasn't a lot of fun, and it ended up making us leaving like 3 hours later than I wanted to. But I got it done, and it's been holding ever since. That may be something that I need to address in the future, but as of right now, it is holding. So that is a good thing. I've got this little channel, and I'm sure you can get a lot of bait fish out of here, because it's really, really shallow. But it looks like they've been trying to dredge it out. And you could actually do some nice fishing in there if the water levels got up a little bit higher. Anyways, I digress. We're talking about the trailer. Now, Haley said when we were out there in Pennsylvania that the awning was crooked. Now, on our last rig, it had little arms on the side that you could just grab and you could pull down, so if it was raining, you could tilt the awning so that it wouldn't build up a whole bunch of rain in it. And I think maybe, and I'd have to do some research on this, but maybe when it rains, that as the weight builds up in it, this thing will actually tilt itself to get the water off. But the only way to adjust it are with those little adjustment pieces right there. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to do a little bit more research on it. But the frameless windows are absolutely great. We get a lot of airflow from the windows. Now, you have to be careful when you go into your site, because if you have multiple slides like this, see how I had to put it in between the electrical box here for this side of the rig. So these two are parked dead center between that. Now, the fire pit, I didn't let the fire get too high last night because the fire pit is right there. Now, where I have the trailer is pretty much the only place I could put it, because on that side we've got the electrical box. Now this side, if somebody were here, if I went back further where I didn't have those slides in the way, it would be the bedroom slide, which is right towards the front, would be right over this. Now if they were here and they had a fire, I would have a fire over the bedroom slide. Now it's close to this one, but they also did say that that fire pit was not supposed to be there, so not sure what that's all about. Now when I leave, I'm gonna have to get up there and sweep off the top of that slide. Now the other thing that I've noticed is that when you slide these out, these are seals to make sure that no water gets in to the slide while you are parked. And what I've noticed is some of these seals will actually, you know, come out and be stuck like this, and you have to actually come out here and run your finger up them to get them to stay out. So it's just something that I need to be aware of and take care of every time that we park this thing. And I don't mind doing that. This is a 2018. This isn't a 2023 or 2021 or, you know, anything brand new. It's new to us. So there are some little quirks that are going to come with owning a used older trailer. Next year we're going to have to put on new tires, I think, because the lifetime of a trailer tire is right around 5 years, and we're right at that 5-year mark. So we're gonna have to get new tires on it. When we get new tires, the Silverado comes with technology that you can buy TPMS sensors for each tire. So we're gonna look into buying that, because then the TPMS will actually go directly into the truck and it'll help us monitor the tire pressure when we're going on long trips. And I do plan on doing more long trips now that we have a fifth wheel like this, and the truck like that. The other thing that is really a pain in the butt, and if anybody has any suggestions on how I can make this better, put it in the comments below. But every time that I try and put my keys into the locks on these baggage doors for the pass-through storage, and even the doors in the front. Okay. This one isn't bad. This one I really have to work it in order to get the key in. Now there's that little protector that keeps there, see? I have to work that in. So if you have any suggestions on how I can make that easier, I'm guessing it's just going to be WD-40, but you know, that's usually the solution to all problems in life. Just squirt some WD-40 on it and it'll be good. So the other thing that I noticed, and for having the dog out here, okay, the dog has to be leashed, and he's fine when he's inside, but we did have a chain that we put out on a stake out in the middle of the lot, and that posed a problem because he would get tangled over things or just, you know, just a whole bunch of issues. But there's these little hooks here that are made for storage inside the unit. And what we found is we can actually hook this here and have the dog out on the chain while we're outside. And it ends up working out perfectly. So that's one thing. Another thing that I do like about this trailer. Now, if you wanted to have TV outside, they already have the cable hookup and outlets for here, but you could put a lot of stuff in here. But that's more for like people that are going full time, or if you have a lot of stuff to take with you. We pretty much have our basics and our fishing poles. And we got the Blackstone out there. Haley made a nice dinner on the Blackstone last night. And I feel bad that she's not able to be here. But it gives me a chance to actually go through this rig with you and tell you what I like, what I don't like. If you're going to get a big unit like this, you're going to have to learn the ins and outs of parking it in spots. The spot that we had in Pennsylvania, we figured out how that one had to be set up. But as far as the trailer goes, though, it's definitely a lot more good than bad. I wish that I didn't have the problem that I had with it when we first got it, but it is what it is. You know, it's, like I said, it's a used unit, but it's a great unit. It does have a little hidden shoe garage down here, but for shoes like mine, they do not fit. And I didn't make the bed yet this morning, so I'm not going to show you the bedroom, but I may show you that a little bit later. We'll see. And if you don't want to run the furnace in this trailer, this does have a fireplace here. And let's see here. And this will actually blow off heat. Okay, it's not just that's low and that's high. But yeah, it blows off heat. The television in here is fantastic. Usually I just we plug in the Google Chromecast and we'll run YouTube off of our phones. So usually when we do that, we're not able to comment, but we're able to, you know, like the videos we're watching. So there's a lot of times I'll watch your videos or whatever, and I won't be able to comment, but at least I'll watch the video and I'll hit the like button. This pantry is huge. take a lot to fill that sucker up. And then the ice maker, everything works in this trailer. Everything works. I've tried every single thing that you can use in this trailer, and everything works. I'm going to get my stuff together, and then we're gonna head down to my dad's place here at the campground, and we're gonna go out and get some fishing done. So stay with me. It is 8 o'clock in the morning, guys, and I mean, the river right now just looks fantastic. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go right out there, because that is where I caught my 16-inch bass yesterday. We're gonna go back over there and we're gonna give it a shot. Well, this place wasn't dead this morning anyway. Maybe later on when Haley's here and it's later on in the day, maybe we'll actually catch something, but didn't catch anything this time. I've got one other place to try, and then we'll call it a day as far as the morning fish goes, and then go back to the trailer and get some editing done for the day. And then right around 3:30, I'm gonna go pick up Haley, bring her out to the trailer because I dropped her off at home last night. And then we can get some more fishing done with her. And maybe the bite will be a little bit better later on in the day over in this area. But because last night catching that 16-inch bass was a lot of fun. So let's go over to my other spot and see if we have any better success. I gotta give it one more try. You just never know when that bite's gonna hit. Camera battery is just about dead, so. The thrill of the hunt, right? That's why they call it fishing and not catching. But we're out here at River's Bend. I know I've said that I'm gonna reel this in and go back into the dock several times. I was just hoping to get a good fish for you guys on camera. But not today, maybe tonight. All right, guys, so I made it back to the trailer. I'm going to open up my laptop now, and we're actually going to do some video editing today. It's been a while since I've actually edited a video because I've been so busy with this trip that I really haven't had time. And tomorrow is Wednesday, and I'd like to get this video out. So stay with me, and we'll be back in a little bit later on. Everything in here is cleaned up. I swept the floors. I've got to find a spot for that yet. I've got a video uploading right there. I did the dishes. I'll have to put those away in the morning. that is much more organized than it has been. I don't know if I've shown you guys the bathroom yet, but here is the bathroom, if I haven't shown you already. I am in love with the shower in this bathroom. Honestly, it has the residential shower head and has hot water that'll last throughout one of my showers. And then the bedroom. Now this is my drone closet. This is just all my camera equipment. And I still have to put all of the camera equipment away that is being used right now, like my laptop and stuff. And until that finally gets uploaded, I'm not going to be able to put it away yet. But everything outside of the trailer is put away. I put the Blackstone away and put the table and the chairs away. So everything outside the trailer is ready to go. Everything inside the trailer will be ready to go here shortly. But I just wanted to thank all of you for watching all of my vacation videos, because I had a great time and I hope you had a good time coming along with me. And if you did, please hit that like button, subscribe button, and the notification bell so that you can be notified the next time I upload one of my videos to YouTube. Also, share these videos. Share them with your friends, share them on your social media. It truly helps my channel to get the word out that I'm even out there, and I'm not that far away from being monetized. And you know, the more help I can get, the better off. So I would appreciate all of that. So, but as for now, I thank Ted from Off the Hook Outdoors and all of your family, and Chris from Shade Tree America and your family, and all of you, because without you, none of this would even be possible. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate you all for coming along for this ride with me, and we'll see you later on down the road. Bye, guys.